Museums are great informal learning environments and as such are always looking for new ways to design, develop, and deploy technology that aids visitors with engaging and exploring that learning environment. This video describes a prototype museum app and the corresponding usability study performed on that prototype. The design was informed by a literature review, contextual inquiries of visitors, and interviews with the museum staff. The app is intended to provide users a customized visiting experience and help them to find and learn more about exhibits that match their interests. The usability study was performed with 7 participants, 5 female, 2 male, ages ranging from 18 to 44 years old. 3 of the participants indicated that they frequently visited museums. In the usability study, participants were asked to complete 5 tasks while being observed for errors, and then they were asked to rate the difficulty of each of those tasks. And at the end, they completed a system usability scale questionnaire. The study took place within a museum using the prototype app running on a smartphone. The tasks participants performed included 1. Complete the initial app onboarding. 2. Locate and remove a specific exhibit marker. 3. Search for and add a specific exhibit marker. 4. After adding the marker, walk to its location within the museum. And 5. Within the app, change the map view to another floor to explore what else the museum may have. Task 1. Onboarding. All participants completed this task without assistance. Minimal errors were observed and the participants rated the task as very easy. They did comment that they were confused about the images in the second onboarding screen and did not realize that these indicated different exhibit categories. This confusion could be minimized by adding category names beneath the images. Task 2. Remove an exhibit marker. 6 participants completed this task without assistance. 1 required assistance. Errors were observed where several participants understood how to remove an exhibit marker but failed to locate the correct one that was indicated within the task instructions. Overall, though, the participants found this task to be easy. Task 3. Adding an exhibit marker. 6 participants completed this task without assistance. Minimal errors were observed and the participants rated this task as very easy. The participants did comment that it was difficult to understand which marker had been added to the screen. It may be helpful to add a brief animation showing the marker being added or indicate new markers with a different color or shape. Task 4. Walk to an exhibit marker. During this task, as the participant approached an exhibit corresponding to a marker in the app, a notification would display accompanied by a vibration. The participants really liked this feature for finding exhibits of interest in a crowded exhibition space, but commented that it needed something more to help them identify what exhibit it was pointing to. Adding an image of the exhibit to the notification would be helpful. This task was the most difficult for participants, with 3 requiring assistance to complete it. The most common error observed was walking past the location of the intended exhibit marker. The error was caused by the shape of the marker itself. The marker was modeled off a pen with the point indicating the location of the exhibit. However, the participants thought that the larger end of the pin marked the actual location. This will require some further study to find an optimal marker shape that makes sense to users. Task 5. Use the app to explore additional floors. All participants managed to complete this task without assistance. Minimal errors were observed, and the participants rated this task as very easy. After finishing all tasks, participants completed a system usability scale questionnaire. The average score was 87.5, with scores ranging from 80 to 100. This score is above the industry average of 68 and suggests that generally the participants found the prototype to be usable. Even though the participants rated the prototype as usable, there are still some areas for improvement and further research. These are the recommendations from the usability study. The onboarding process is important to providing a customizable experience, and as such, it is important users understand what categories of interest they are selecting. Adding descriptive category text beneath the images in step 2 of the onboarding would help with this. A color change or animation is recommended to help users identify when new markers have been added. Additionally, including an image on the notification pop-ups will help the user identify the exhibit. Further research is required with marker shapes and colors to find one that more precisely and correctly conveys an exhibit's location to the user.